Hello, so today I want to speak with you about the throat chakra. Now, this is the fifth chakra in my chakra series, but it is the sixth video in this series because the first video was on the chakra system as a whole. Now, if you've not watched that, you're going to want to go do that now, so go check that out. I'll put the link up here and then come right back. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so the throat chakra is also known in Sanskrit as Vishuddha. Vishuddha means purification or pure. And this chakra is all about communication. It's all about your ability to communicate your truth of who you are, and it's sharing that information and bringing that information out into the world. It's also your self-communication, so it's your internal speak, it's your internal dialogue. It's also your ability to hear other people's truth and to affirm their truth, all right? So it's also your ability to listen to others. And this also means your relationship with your higher self. So being able to hear, acknowledge, and listen to your higher self, which is also, hello, clairaudience, okay? So yeah, this chakra is all about that. Now, the chakra color is like this beautiful turquoise blue, all right? And blue generally relates to communication, all right? Now, the element that goes along with this is ether. So it is that void essence, so to speak. It's also known as the akasha. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, it is that empty space, so to speak, of the universe, which we all know really isn't empty, right? It is that collective conscious energy, that void energy. Now, this chakra governs the throat area because, right, it's the throat chakra, which is kind of located at the base of the throat in that kind of hollow space. Anyway, so it governs everything through here. So whether or not it's your throat, your thyroid, your mouth, jaw, neck, your upper part of your spine, your cervical spine, your shoulders. So this whole area is what it is governing. So it is also dealing with any health-related issues in these organs and organ systems. So when this chakra is balanced, we are able to live as our true self, that we are able to acknowledge who we really are, who we really feel to be, and we are able to share and communicate who we really are. We are able to communicate our truth, okay? We are also able to acknowledge and hear other people's truths of who they are and what they want to share about who they are, and we hold that space for them. Additionally, like I said, you are able to hear and receive guidance from your higher self and spirit. Okay, so that whole communication pathway is open and free, and it has everything to do with sharing your authentic self and others sharing their authentic selves, and you being able to receive and hold space for that as well. Now, I want you to also know and remember that this chakra is the bridge between your mind and your heart, okay? So when this bridge is open and healthy, then you are going to be sharing your truth, but from a heart space, okay? So you're not just going to share your truth and hurt people's feelings, right? You're going to share your truth in a loving and compassionate compassionate way, making sure that you are not hurting other people, or that you are not saying things that are unnecessary and harmful, okay? So you're being really careful about what you're sharing and what kind of content you're sharing, not just to other people, but also in your self-talk, paying attention to negative self-talk and things like that, put yourself down. You don't want to do that. So it's all about raising yourself up. When this chakra is out of balance, then our whole ability to communicate is completely shut off. So we are not able to share our truth. Maybe we are super afraid of sharing our truth. Maybe we just want to hide behind some sort of societal persona and just be that person that society expects us to be, instead of resonating and being who we truly are. Okay? Or maybe we're just speaking too much. Maybe we have too much to say. We're running over other people's words and we want to have the last word, or we're always trying to prove our own point instead of listening to others. So this chakra is damaged by all things that go through it that are negative, okay? So whether or not you are saying lies or gossip, or whether you are saying things that are hurting people's feelings and you're doing that purposefully or whatever, all that energy that you're putting through there is affecting your throat chakra in a negative way. Additionally, it's things that you are consuming, okay? So whether it is unhealthy foods, or you're eating too much, or maybe you are breathing toxic air, or, stuff like that. Also, not speaking your truth. So that absolutely will affect and close this chakra. If you're holding back your voice, if you are pinching off your voice, and you can feel that too, like that lump in your throat, right? So when you are doing that, again, you are closing off this chakra. Maybe we're also speaking with cruelty to ourselves or others. So like I said, negative self-talk will absolutely affect this chakra, or just saying things negatively to others. Additionally, something that also closes this chakra is when other people do not validate our truth, that they're not hearing and listening to our truth of who we are and what we're sharing, that this will close this chakra too. So to balance and open this chakra, we need to focus on purification, all right? So we want to focus on purifying ourselves, body, mind, and spirit. So we want to pay attention to, what are the types of thoughts that we are having about ourselves and others? What are the types of things that we are saying about ourselves and others? Are these things resonating with our personal truth? And are they done from a state of love? Additionally, we want to pay attention to our diet. Are we eating things that are full of life and vitality? Are we eating things that are healthy and close to the source? Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, legumes, and whatnot. Things that are nutrient dense are going to help. So let's get into all the different things that will help to open and balance this chakra. Okay, so the first one is we really want to face our truth of who we are. Are we really being genuine? Are we really being ourselves? And are we really speaking that truth? So it is so important to begin to speak that truth. Next, we want to vocalize, okay? So whether or not it is singing, and hey, you don't even have to be a good singer. I'm not that great, but it's just about vocalizing and getting that energy out, okay? So it could be through, like I said, singing, humming, whatever. You're getting that sound out. You could even do primal scream. You might want to do it in a pillow, But yeah, also breath work. Okay, so again, that's through that chakra, right? So breathing and finding ways for creating healthy or stimulating breathing that is helping to open up this chakra. There's also a technique called the lion's breath, and you can look that up. That's a good one too. Another one is journaling, okay? And this is especially good, let's say, if you are feeling apprehensive about sharing your truth, all right? So start with journaling, start with sharing your truth in that journal and getting used to how that feels so that maybe next, eventually, you can start sharing your truth with some friends or family members, and then eventually start sharing that with the public at large, okay? And that way that'll help you to practice getting used to opening yourself up and being vulnerable and sharing who you really are. And meditation, okay? Just like I said before, meditation is so important, and especially for this particular chakra, because the element of this chakra is ether, right? And that is kind of that space between everything, so to speak. It is that void essence, so to speak. So yeah, when you are meditating, you are connecting to your true self in that void space. All right, so this is particularly good for this chakra. Now, there are not too many blue foods. So, again, focus on the purification foods, all right? So, things that are nutrient dense and have a lot of life force. Those foods are going to be helping you to open this chakra. Also, yoga. Yoga is super good, and there are some great poses for opening up the throat chakra. I don't know them, but you can find them very easily by doing a little search on the internet. So go check that out. There are some great ones out there. Also, affirmations and mantras, right? Because that's coming out vocally as well. So focus on affirmations and mantras that have to do with expressing your true self as well as being a good listener, okay? Affirmations like, I feel comfortable being my true self. I feel comfortable sharing who I really am. I am comfortable both sharing who I am and acknowledging and listening to other people's truths of who they are. So yeah, there's lots of good ones you can do. You also want to think about asking yourself some really poignant questions like, what is preventing your throat chakra from being open? Okay, so what is preventing you from being your authentic self? What is preventing you from expressing who you truly are? Why are you afraid to be yourself? So thinking about those types of questions will also help to open up this chakra. And wear blue. So wear these beautiful turquoise blue colors, especially around your throat chakra, or wearing crystals or stones, again, especially around your throat chakra. Those will help. And you can find all those blue stones on the internet. They are super easy to find, so I didn't put them here. Most importantly, it is so important to learn to speak your truth. So, however you need to go about practicing that so that you can begin to get comfortable with that, that's what you want to do. So, whether, like I said, it's journaling or doing your mantras or whatever it is, getting comfortable sharing your truth, but also in a loving and respectful way. So remember, this chakra is all about sharing your authentic self, and it's about acknowledging your authentic self. And not only that, but it's about acknowledging others' authentic selves. And it's about listening to who they are and what they have to say as well. It's about being a good listener, and it's about really communicating your truth, okay? So these things are so, so important. And don't forget, it's also in your self-talk and paying attention to your inner language to yourself, as well as paying attention to the things that you say all the time. I mean, how often have you noticed your own negative self-talk? That is toxic, right? So paying attention to whatever things that are coming out of your mouth, all right? And also listening to your higher self and paying attention to and hearing the guidance that is coming from your higher self. So yeah, I hope this all makes sense to you, and I really hope that this has helped you. If it has, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. Also, feel free to share this video. I would love it if you would do that. I want this information to be out there for everyone to share. So yeah. Anyway, I also do private sessions, so if you're interested in working together with me, I will put my contact information below. Please do feel free to reach out. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so very much for watching.